Okay everyone, so today I'm going to be giving you a couple tips on how to become a Nico's Nextbot Pro. So, my recommended settings, first of all, are to have chase static on because it helps you indicate if you're in danger or not if you're close to a Nextbot. And toggle sprint because I used to hold shift to run and that was so annoying. I hated it so much. I absolutely despised it. So, you need to definitely do that if you want more mercy on your fingers. Alright, so I'm going to give you 5 tips on how to become a pro. First off is to explore the map and memorize it, because the more time you spend in this game walking around the entire map, you know, getting a feel for your locations and everything, the better you can traverse it more fluid. And don't always stay in the same places, because you never know when Nextbots are just going to be there, and then they're just going to be there, you know? So the next tip is don't constantly b-hop everywhere. You know, don't constantly do it. Only do it in straightforward paths like you see me doing. Don't do it around tight corners. Like you wanna let off on it after that. Always b-hop if you're in danger. If you get static on your screen here in Nextbot, whatever, you need to start b-hopping. You need to start running. And always stay moving. Never stop moving. You want to constantly be moving. And in longer hallways like these, where Nextbots can probably try to get you, and it might be a little easier to die, you want to b-hop here. You don't have to do it all the time, but just do it in places like these to help you faster traverse the area. But, you know, don't do it around any corners, because this will just lead to you having to make really slippery and awkward turns like you're playing a really bad racing game. And no one likes bad racing games because the controls are always sloppy. Another thing you 110% want to do is be cautious. Just be really cautious. Don't be reckless. And don't be going everywhere. Because that's what I do, and I always get fucked in the ass. But when I'm playing cautiously to try to get, onto the top of the leaderboard, which usually isn't that hard because most, if not everyone, has really easy to beat scores. Oh, get away. It's a lot easier to, get to the top of that leaderboard when you're being cautious, when you're playing cautiously, when you're being careful of your surroundings and everything. And that's another reason I really recommend chase static, because, if a Nextbot's near you and you don't realize it, that chase static can help you know before something bad happens. And you can, turn away. Now, something that at least happened to me, I don't know if it happened to other people. I used to hear that Sanic. Oh my god. You are so loud. I used to hear that Sanic was super fast. This kill me. I used to hear that Sanic was really, really fast. I'm gonna turn the game sound off a little bit. It was really, really fast, and it made me think, oh, well, he must be super scary to get away from. You never want to be scared, okay? You'll be scared the first time, but the more you play this game, the less scared you'll be. Honestly, it gets old after a while, and it's not as scary. So yeah, and if you can get a good chain of b-hopping going, then you're set, man. And I know I've been mentioning b-hopping a lot, and you're probably like, oh man, well, what is b-hopping? Basically, when you run in a straight line, if you jump, and every time you jump after that, like whenever you hit the floor, you jump again, and you keep doing that in kind of a rhythm, you progressively gain more speed, and you can practically just speed through the map. And I see a lot of people mention this, but I never see anyone do it very often, or at least not as often as I do it. Maybe I'm just not paying attention to them and more to me, but still. And that's something you should always do, is pay attention more to you. So, yeah. There's, a couple tips to help you. I know I said 5 tips, but not really 5. Yeah, there's just a couple tips to help you get good at Nico's Nextbots. Really, the best tip is to just practice. Lots of practice. And that's what naturally makes you good at games. If you just keep practicing and keep trying. You know, don't give up. And yeah. Sack boy.